You've then got capacity issues at the depots. So again, right now, not an issue as garages are converted to electric vehicle operation. What is tending to happen is that the garages are placing their chargers within the depots, in the locations within the depots that are most efficient. So generally around the outside edges of their depots, where buses can just reverse up to the fence, be plugged in, no loss of space really, everything's very efficient. But as garages expand their EV capacity, those buses need chargers. Most of your buses are out in service all day. You won't have the capacity to, charge a bus up for a few hours and then go and park it up somewhere where there isn't a charger. You may be able to do that with a few buses, but not very many. We have buses that are out in operation for a very, very long period of the day, and those buses all need a charger each during their downtime. So what you will need to do is find an infrastructure plan that allows you to put chargers or charging opportunities into your depot that don't take up too much floor and parking space. And at the moment, the only real options for that are overhead charging, which is extremely expensive to say the least, or you go with what you've got at the moment, which is ground-based chargers. You put effectively islands into your current parking space, and what that will mean is a very large loss of ground floor space, current bus parking space, and the shape of bus garages is not ideally suited for EV charging. So, some of the depots that I've seen, if they were to be fully electrified and you were to put ground-based chargers in, you would be looking at a reduction in vehicle parking of anywhere between 20, 25, 25, even 30%, which is an enormous impact on the volume of buses that you can park in a depot. What that will do is increase the pressure on that business to make more, to have more value per bus in terms of income to cover your operational costs. Again, no more passengers, no more revenue. How do you increase the revenue per bus if you're running less buses per depot? Because you've lost space to a high number of electric vehicle chargers that again have cost you lots of money and don't provide you with any revenue unless you can rent those chargers out during the day. And I think that operators are going to need to become very flexible in terms of what they do with their depot space. And it may be that coach operators and other operators of electric vehicles, maybe electric HGVs in the future, may be looking to rent charging capacity from bus depots during the day when the buses are all out at work. So there are potential income streams that could be found through this process. But in terms of buses, EV infrastructure is certainly going to be a much bigger problem going forward than it is right now. And for me, whilst the conversation is all about a full conversion to clean bus services, we really need to be having a conversation now about exactly how that is going to be achieved, as opposed to everybody celebrating the success of the move to EV and clean vehicle working. And for right now, they're correct. But is that sustainable for 100% of bus services? Certainly with the current technologies and the current battery capacities and the current ranges that are available for EV vehicles in particular, no, I don't think that it is. And we really need to start having the conversation now about how we're going to overcome today's technical issues, because I think those technical issues will still be there in 5, 6, 7 years' time, when we're currently telling the public, clean transport will be everything everywhere.